Hey! We're getting there. Now that the rear seats are in, I can just slide in the cushions, which literally just clip into place. If you've ever worked on a BMW, then you can pretty much say you've worked on a Rolls-Royce, because everything fits kind of the same way. Look at it! It's blue! Finally!
Ooh,
I have
this is
left
a very
this trim
thin.
here just because there is a bolt which I need to get to for the window trim which goes around the top. And once we have that, we can screw it all in and finish the very back of this interior. So I am thinking now to put the front seat in and sort of get everything done by that. Yeah?
I was like,
Come here,
Come here. Come here.
For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough.
at least I learned how to car.
Feeling a vibe? Run with it.
Oh crap! I
From
did not
can't look
learn how to
away
car.
to gotta have it. Make every detail yours. Bring out what's hot. Remove what's not. Crystallize it. Instantly
No,
set a tone
no.
that speaks in your voice to your audience. Keep moving.
This is what it feels
Your
like.
site grows with you. Add solutions that meet
The
you
fuck are you doing? I'll kill you right now.
and take you where you want to go.
I'm trying to switch.
Smooth to make, easy to love.
You know what? You want to dare try me? What's good? Yeah. Here you
One
are.
of the ways that we strengthen connections here is by
Go ahead.
sharing food and meals together. And when
still
you
trying to
watch
learn,
that
hold on.
beautiful moment happen,
Let me
I just have
learn.
joy.
Yo, will you be a good teacher?
Whilst I was doing the
Okay.
interior, my dad was building up the passenger side door from scratch because the body shop completely stripped it to paint the inside and the outside of it.
You
This
think?
is a two-park lock.
Go
Look.
again.
She's only on this side of the car, and that should fit in there somehow.
There's loads of little bits to this door, and they only go in a certain way. Once you put one thing in, you might have to take it back out again to put something else back in. Dad's still building up that door. Whilst he builds up that door, I wanted to de-Rashford this car. Not that I don't like Rashford.
You can keep doing that.
I haven't got as much clout as Rashford, so I don't need full 100% window tints to
Yo,
protect me from all the
bro,
fans.
you're cooked.
So
Yo,
this
Bono.
should
How much is
peel
this?
off. And also, like, do you know if you spent 35
Imagine
grand on the
Bono wins,
interior,
that would be
just gonna
crazy,
flex
bro.
it. That's what Mansour is about, isn't it? Just flexing. Let me know if you agree. I think if you've got an interior as bold and brave as this, you kind of want to show it off, not cover it up. So off comes the window tint.
Yeah, Bono's
now
cooked.
everyone can see me. Off the back and off the front. Luckily, this car's only done 1,000 miles, and the window tint only recently got put on, I assume, because it came off really easily. Just gives it a nice, cleaner look. Now I can put in the front seat. That's like 30 kilograms at least. I've got to connect up the big electrical connector underneath, slide the seat back down, tighten up the 2 bolts on the one side of the rear, the other 2 bolts on the other side of the rear, slide it back, and then I can access the bolts at the front of the rail. These seats are super heavy, but it's all about comfort in a Rolls Royce. And I'm super excited to try and drive this for the first time as well, as I've never experienced one before. But that is
VYNZO
most of the interior in.
That's still unfair matchmaking. Even if
The
you
majority of
like
the
your
interior
fast
is
sword.
in, bar that little bit up there, which we got to wait for the trim to come back to fit in. But
How is it
it's
unfair,
looking
bro?
all good. The boot's
Like, bro,
looking a
you could
mess,
just easily
so let's
take
go
me
and
out
check
and
out
you
the
guys
boot
could
whilst my
take
dad's
him out.
still doing the door.
Because Bono's better than me, and we took him out.
I feel like I'm on a production line, and this is like my 8th one now.
Welcome to my office for the next 4 hours, 3 hours.
That's optimistic, I reckon. Look at the state of that.
4 hours. Where do I start? Let's go.
Piece of shit.
Although when you open a Rolls Royce boot, it looks like there's not much in there. But actually the carpet covers a lot. On the back left hand side, it's home to a load of amplifiers, GPS computers, and loads of other electrical components, a lot of which were damaged in the accident. And luckily I took a photo on my phone so I know exactly where they went. Once I put all the electrical parts in the actual boot, I've then got to put more electrical parts on the boot lid. And I can't forget to put the metal shims in between the metal boot hinge and the fiberglass
I
boot.
should
And
Nice
probably-
build,
meanwhile,
bro.
my dad's still on the door. This time putting the window regulator in place. Once it's got the window regulator in place, it can finally slide the window down.
How are you getting on?
Absolutely fantastic. How are you getting on?
You do
Bro,
realise
holy
that
fucking-
the sun's setting.
Fuck bucker of a
You're
dude.
still on this door.
Yeah, but there's a lot to it.
Yeah. But there's a lot to the interior.
And now I'm pushing on the carpet of the boot lid, and my dad's giving me a helping hand. Then my dad can jump back onto the door to put the wing mirror in place, bolt that all down, and then put some of the window trim in place. Before moving back over to the boot to put all the trims in the actual boot now, including the toolkit and all of the carpets.
Look.
Why would you say yes?
Yes. That is
I
a
gotta
flex.
troll him,
Do you know when you put your like Prada bag that you've just been
Oh, pick
shopping?
up priority.
Next to that,
We got this, bro.
we have one small issue, which is that the boot doesn't close at all now, apparently. Oh no. Oh,
Bro.
it wouldn't be right if we didn't do it twice.
You know what?
Yeah, look, it's hitting that latch, innit? Oh, there we go. Might have to pull it off a bit. Okay, let's go again. Should we go again? Might have been too close onto this. See you tomorrow. Seems we have some issue with the boot lining up, which is bound to happen when you completely strip a car down to pieces, chop half of it apart and then try and build it back up again. It looks like some of the trim is catching on the latch, so I think it just needed some gentle adjustment. After a little bit of hammering,
You're potted, I'm not. That's a difference.
Look at that.
it started to work.
I'm bored. Just end the match, bro.
It worked. Ish. These have arrived from the body shop. Now, this is the original one, which is black.
It's only 10.
Some stuff was chrome, we've had to take it because it turns out it's only black on the Black Badge Rolls Royce, and the Black Badge Wraith is discontinued, which makes it harder to get all the black stuff now, so you have to paint it black. And this car is like a full puzzle. So for my dad to finish the door, I have to put on this trim so he can tighten up the window and see where the window sits against the trim. But for me to finish the interior, I also have to put this trim in, otherwise I can't get to the bolt, which is at the back of this trim here. So it's an effect which is affected
So you
by
could just
whatever
tank
you do.
that.
The step before
Yo,
you affect something. First, on goes the smaller window trim. Once that's in place, I can slide on the big window trim
Grim.
and pat it all down into its clips. Then another window trim slides into place of that one. Life hack, stick the bottom with super glue. I'm gonna say goodbye to this T30 now because it's probably gonna stay in the door. The big trim bolts in from the inside of the car, but I don't want to drop the bolt down between the door cards.
Motherfucker's
Right,
phasing
finish
through
putting
my
the doors
fucking
together, and I'll
cobweb.
finish putting the interior in. Finally, all the window trims are in place on the left-hand side, and it's slowly coming together now. It's only my dad now who's got to finish off building this door once and for all. Then I can put the door card on and finally finish it all off on the inside, which is what we're doing now.
At Sierra, Jessica and her mom discovered a plethora of yoga gear at stellar prices, which led to another discovery. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
alright, let's end the fight, guys.
Alright, you want me to?
Door is finally on, interior is finally in, but there is a slight problem. which means we may have to take it back out again. So one thing I noticed when I was pulling it in last night, when I start the car
I don't have any
here,
pearls.
I still have the airbag light on the dashboard. Yeah, you see, driver restraint system, passenger restraint system, and really, we shouldn't have any of these driver faults now because we replaced the airbags in the roof lining, the airbags in that roof lining, and then we also replaced the airbag in that passenger seat which went off as well, but we've still got the airbag light on. So I thought I would just need to cancel the codes off, but there's a deeper problem. Watch this. So when we scan the airbag system for fault codes, we get these come up. Seatbelt tensioner on the driver's side, head restraint fault both passenger and driver's side, and a seatbelt retractor fault on
How
the
did he
driver's side
survive
as
that,
well.
bro?
Normally in an accident, when you have a crash, your seatbelt would lock out, so you can't go forward and the airbag will hit you in the face, so you're not like this when the airbag deploys, and then it will stay locked out. But none of these seatbelts were locked out, so we didn't think anything of it, but it turns out they have got a fault. The seatbelt contains an explosive, and when you're in a crash, the explosive deploys and then retracts back the seatbelt and locks it into place. And even though our seatbelts aren't locked out, it looks like there is a fault with it. And alongside that, we also have a retractor tensioner fault as well, which is something completely different on the seatbelt. This is where the seatbelt buckles to, and this has a separate explosive inside of it, and when you crash, the explosive activates and then pulls down the belt to tighten it up. But one thing that we learned new, which I didn't realise, is the head restraint thing. Now on the back of these head rests, there is an electrical plug, and I was like, why is it electrical plug? Because these don't adjust electrically.
No,
Turns out
no.
BMW have this whole new thing, which is so dumb, whereas when you
It's been a while
crash,
since you guys
I'm
did
headrest
under
moves
geared,
forward
bro.
so
This
you don't
shit's
get
like.
whiplash. And we didn't realise, but look how far forward this headrest is at the minute, and that should be further back. Both of them, driver and passenger, has popped forward. So again, we've got to work out how we should change these and what we're going to do. Whether we can get a new explosive and reset them, I don't know. You see here, in an accident, the headrest moved forward. Our only option now is to try and go on our parts car Rolls Royce and take out both
course you have
seats of that
pearls, bro.
and strip them both apart to see how they work and if we can swap them between the seats.
I wish they gave my mind
There you go.
You can see it.
One headrest. There you go.
I'm excited.
I forgot this.
I'll yank this side. Yeah. Can we change all of that?
Oh yeah.
Brain is braining.
That would be good. Yeah,
Let's get the Mansory headrest. Let's see.
that would be good. I'd like to know how it works. It's really like.
No, but we don't want to take a good one to bit.
No, but I would really like to know how it works, but we don't want to take it to bit. Like that, on the Mansory one, these is over here. So it's just pushed it forward like half a mil, but
Oh, right.
who cares?
I know what it's for.
What?
Do you know when you have a crash and all the airbags explode, it costs more to repair, so then they make more money?
Yeah, so then you have to write it off.
Yeah. And then they buy another Rolls Royce. Conspiracy.
Look at that.
It's a good job we've got a cameraman.
Now to see if they're interchangeable. We're pulling the backing off the passenger seat, disconnecting the electrical connector for the headrest and pulling out the headrest. Next we can start peeling back the Mansory trim which covers the headrest. And once we've got this trim out, hopefully we can pull the active headrest out and it is the same as the parts car. Luckily it was. So all we've done is push the parts car headrest inside the Mansory trim,
Bro,
button that
water
all back
beep,
up,
beep,
and then we
beep.
can start to refit it back to the car.
What are people
We can now
doing harder,
only hope
bro?
that this is going to work, and we won't know until we turn the ignition back on.
The AI toolkit is live on Artlist.
No
Every leading
fucking
AI
way it
tool
ends
you need
like
for video
this.
creation is now organized for you.
How's
All
your
that's
resources
missing
holding?
is your story. Get all the latest image, video, and
Bro,
voiceover
like,
models
and you
in
still
one
have
clean
fire
experience,
resistance.
so you can focus on what really matters, telling your story. Go to Artlist and start creating without limits.
You have far more resources than me, bro. Because I gave them all to him, and he dipped. I call this unfair, bro.
Yeah, that is a lot better. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Next thing is the seatbelt retractor, which the seatbelt actually plugs into. We're taking the good one off the parts car, which my dad's got off, and then once he's got that off, he can start taking off the seatbelt. We're not going to transfer over the seatbelts because they're completely different colours and one has a Mansory trim on, but we just need to transfer over the explosive part of the seatbelt, which we think is possible.
One right hand.
Oh, you did.
My dad or I have never taken apart a seatbelt before, so this is risky stuff. If we can't get this to work, it might be the case of a brand new one. Once he's took a motor off the side, he can unwind the fabric and then actually slide it out and put it away from the rest of the mechanism on the seatbelt. And then we just
Whoever's
hope we
gear
can do the
breaks
same
first.
on the Mansory one, because the parts one is completely stripped apart now, and that's the part we need.
But it's whether we can build it back together and it will work.
Okay, so let's take it out the Mansory car, and then we've got to try and put it back together.
Out comes the seat from the Mansory car again. We're now stripping the back off it, undoing the seatbelt, taking the seatbelt out, taking the motors off the seatbelt, sliding the fabric out of the seatbelt, taking the fabric out of the seatbelt, and then sliding it back into the parts car one, which hopefully should work.
Nice.
Oh,
And then he can build
That's
it
gone,
all
his
back
cat's
up
gone.
and install it back into the
Just brings
Mansory
up
seat.
the die. Again.
oh.
Then we can get onto the
Go
retractor.
side.
I still have all my armor though.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that! Look at that! All squashed in. Rashford was safe, that's why he's still playing today. So R1 was definitely deployed, but luckily the parts car one fits directly in its place, and you wouldn't know the difference. Now I've built the seat back up, we can put it back into the car, hope it all works.
Are you able to mend your armor?
Right. You ready for a moment of truth?
I hope it works. That was hard.
I thought you were about to say you have a stack of enchanting.
Right, here we go then.
I hope this works.
If it don't work,
What are we gonna do?
I didn't check this seatbelt was working.
How is he dead?
It seems the seatbelt wasn't retracted into place,
Can you just drain me?
Take it apart again, ain't we?
but did it take the airbag light off the dash?
GG's, bro. Holy shit, I'm dead.
Good news! No airbag light!
You didn't know how to drain. You used
news.
lava, bro.
Seatbelt like this. It's going in slowly. So the seat is going to have to wait until my dad gets back.
Break his arm,
So I
break
have
his
no
arm.
idea
Let's
what's going on
cancel
with that
it,
seatbelt. But for now, there is a lot of exterior panels to go on for the
Right,
first
well,
time.
I'm gonna-
Since paint, one of them being the side
Lloyd,
skirt.
is this
We should start on the
matchup?
side skirt and then work our way around. And this is the final fit. So
side
it's got to be
skirt,
perfect.
bro.
Here is the
You
side
have no
skirt,
armor.
which was
What the fuck? You're
€8,400.
cheating. You're cheating.
there's more.
You're fucking cheating.
It's this.
No,
Forged
I refuse to
carbon
believe it.
fibre, which sits kind of
You're
over
cheating.
the top
Turn off the axe,
like
bro.
that. You don't get that with the
No
side
way
skirt.
you did that.
That's
No,
extra.
because he actually has cheats, though. That's the thing.
€900 extra. Bargain.
That's 10 grand a side skirt.
£10,000 worth of side skirt on the floor, and wait till you see how we're going to fit it. Not how
Vino,
we're going to fit it, how it is fitted.
Come here.
Because we're copying how it come off. First step is to
Vino.
install the grills. To do that,
Nah, bro. You beat me with no armor.
We
No.
cut out these little pieces
No,
and then we
you were
stick
low
them down on
before.
the inside of the side skirt. This is how the grills were originally fitted,
Yo,
so
Vinzo,
we're
you
just
need
copying
Some
it.
bullshit.
And you can see
I'm
it
gonna
from
check
the
if my
outside
school's
here.
closed.
Next step, there's another forged carbon piece which sits on the bottom of the side skirt, almost like a side skirt extension. All the holes and the rib nuts are already in place for this, so we can just put it on top and tighten the bolts up to hold it in place. Then there's more.
It's 0 degrees Fahrenheit out right now.
This.
What's average?
What's that?